Welcome to the Appalachian Therapeutic Riding Center. We are located in the mountains near Burnsville, North Carolina. This is home to specially trained horses who spend their days working with persons with various disabilities. Come join us to see what happens at ATRC.
If I wanted to tell someone about the Riding Center, I would ask them to come to the Riding Center. That would be the best way to tell them, to show them what a wonderful place it is, to see the kids on the horses, to see their smiles, to hear their laughter.
The self-esteem from just learning to ride a horse and knowing that they're skillful on a horse is just a tremendous gift to give a child.
The physical therapist tells us that once she puts a child on a horse and lets him ride for 20 minutes, the motion of the horse loosens him up so that she can do more with a kid in 10 or 15 minutes after he's ridden a horse, and she can about 30 minutes to an hour just go and put him out of the classroom, out of the home.
Oh, in the mornings when he always tells me, he said, don't, for me not to forget that I'm riding horses today. I mean, the excitement in his face to know that it's something that he's good at and he enjoys and loves.
In the past, the whole time I've been coming, we've had a wide range of disabilities, varying degrees of disabilities. For instance, a child with ADHD, we work on focusing, attention, and it works wonders, because if they're not focused, the horse isn't reacting properly, so it's great.
I think there's a magical connection between a lot of children and horses.
Well, it began in 1986 with a grant from the Yancey County Mental Health Association as a pilot program. We had a 6-week pilot program in the summertime with the help of a physical therapist, myself, and some other volunteers in the community, and a recommendation for some students to try out the program. At the end of the program, it was very successful. Everybody involved saw the benefits and decided it would be worth pursuing on a more routine basis. So approached the Yancey County United Way, which became involved and started supporting the program. Began kind of in my backyard, where we happened to have the horse and the ring. We ended up at this particular place through the help of Jen Irv Foundation out of Asheville. Gave us the money to buy this 15 acres of property that the Riding Center is on, and also to build this arena. Horses are chosen very carefully. Generally, we have found that most of the horses that do well for us are horses that have done a lot already. They've been to horse shows and they've done a lot of trail riding, and they've had lots of exposure to lots of other things earlier in their lives. And then when they come here, the different things that we do with them is not so new or so hard for them to get used to.
This is Cookie, the bestest horse.
Why is it the bestest horse?
She listens good.
Show me how she listens. Can you talk to her?
Cookie's good girl.
Ben is my son. He has Down syndrome. And when he was born, of course I knew with Down syndrome there would be a lot of challenges, but I also knew, working in special ed for so many years, that there's a lot of things that could help. And I guess the most important thing is the Riding Center, because it meets so many needs in such a motivating way. The kids enjoy coming so much, and they really don't realize they're getting therapy when they're on a horse. It's just fun.
Another child that I have seen is one with cerebral palsy, quite severe. That little boy has major contractures of both his arms and legs. He can't sit on horseback, but what they've done here is they have laid him down on the back of the horse, and after 5 or so minutes you can see the contractures on this child loosen up, and he begins to smile, and he's obviously having a wonderful time.
The horse has a natural fluid movable surface on their back, so that constant movement of the horse through the kid's body triggers their joint sense and their kinesthetic sense, and it helps the child know where their body is in space. The movement also challenges the child's balance. It helps them become more coordinated in moving their body through space, and you just can't duplicate the movable surface that a horse provides.
Did you tell him to go?
Zeke is enjoying his riding lesson with Lisa. He really enjoys trotting. He recently started talking a little bit. He has begun in the last 2 weeks to tell Rula to go. So we're all so excited that he can say go, 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 and actually got Rula go out of him. And as you can see, he really enjoys telling Rula to go. I see you. It helps with his balance and his coordination. He's quite adept at keeping his balance on the horse regardless of what's going on, whether he's backwards, forwards, sideways, even laying down. So we've noticed tremendous improvement in his ability to walk on different surfaces, his ability to go up and down stairs. It's been phenomenal, the difference this program has made for him.
Robbie has always had problems with balance and coordination. He gets around fairly independently on his own, but with riding the horses, it's given him an opportunity where he can feel. It's physical therapy to him and the other children, and the movement is different. He's able to lay back on his back and lean forward and pet the horse's head and pet the horse's tail and do different things that he normally wouldn't do. And I think that it's also helped his social skills. Robbie is a very social child. He told me last week, I always ask him what horse he rides, and I was familiar with the horses and their names. And I said, "What horse did you ride today, Robbie?" And he said, "Little Bit." And I said, "Little Bit? Is that a new horse?" And I came to find out later, after I talked to Susan Royster, who's a physical therapist that helps with the kids at the riding program, that yes, indeed, they did have a new horse, and his name was Little Bit. And that was a big accomplishment for Robbie, because he and I were having a communication going on there that normally we hadn't had in years past.
We try to have our riders take some responsibility for the horses too. So we involve them in helping to feed the horses, to clean the horses up before the sessions, and particularly grooming works well as motor skill training also. And we talk a lot about the horse as a being that you have to interact with and that you have to take care of, and that you can't abuse a horse. We talk about how your own actions as a rider can affect the horse, and it makes a very clear link a lot of times for children, that they are responsible for the well-being of another being.
Hey.
What's your pony?
He likes it.
What do you have to do to take care of her?
Brush her, make sure I don't kick her too hard. Well, when I'm getting on her, don't kick her, because then she'll go and you'll be on the floor.
Is it hard getting on her?
No, not for me. And I take off the saddle of her and sometimes put it on.
Look how big her head is. Her head is so much bigger than a human's head, isn't it?
Yeah. 2 times bigger.
Do you think she's smart?
Yes. Horses can be dumb, but they are smart.